say it's a Renaissance era, and I don't like branding myself to like anything like at all anymore. I feel like in our modern age, like everything's like categorized, and like you go on someone's like Instagram bio and there's like a title, like just because they want to get like the insight of like what they're doing, like the levels and everything like that. So like there's like influencer or like fashion brand, everything, this and that, or like a public figure, quote unquote. I don't even have that on my account, if you guys, anyone could see that, just because I don't like putting myself in a box, because I feel like I could do so much more. Like I could do modeling, I could do like my own projects, like when I do anything with COTERIE and stuff like that. So I don't like putting myself in a box. I feel like it's opened doors for me. Like I had to find like my calling when I was younger, and like when I was like 14, 15, like skateboarding and like BMX was like the only thing like I really liked to do. And I realized that like there's either going pro or just having fun, and like having fun is cool, but like it's not putting money in my pocket. And like I realized there was like a future in like what I was doing. Like a lot of people would come up to me and be like, yo, you have a great style, from like elementary school, because like I had like new Jordans every week and stuff like that, like from like when I was young. Or like we'd like be playing in the yard and like I tell kids not to step on my shoes, and they didn't understand, like, you know, like there's nothing more than this for me. Like I didn't see anything else that I could do except for like have a good style and like project onto what other projects I could do with my style. I don't like how everyone tries to like, they don't show every part of themselves, and I feel like I'm a victim of that also. Like I can't really, like I restrict what I put out on the internet, and I feel like that's what everyone does now. Like everyone wants to like put a perfect mold of themselves, and that like that's what the era we're in. Everyone wants to look happy and like look at what I just bought, look at what I'm doing. Everyone wants this like perfect mentality of themselves. I don't like that, but at the same time like I do that too. No one wants to see like sadness. Like obviously like you want to project good vibes into the world. Like, I go on Instagram Live, that'll be a more raw version of myself, and like I can actually have a conversation with the people that I know and like follow me. And video versus a picture is like way different. For example, like people like meet me in person and they'll be like, wow, like I expected you to be an asshole. I'm like, how do you get that from like a picture, you know, like you don't know who I am, like, so like, I don't know, it's weird. No, I don't like it at all. Like, I get it, like it makes sense, because like I have an effect on the people, and like that's not me being cocky, like that's the honest truth. Like if I do something, it's gonna affect some kid like in the world. Like the DMs that I get aren't fake. Like there's kids that are actually like, they get inspired by what I do. But then at the same time, like I hate this whole like, it doesn't matter the amount of followers or whatever you have. You put like public figure in your bio, like that's the cringiest thing you can ever do. I just always been a humble individual, so I guess that public figure thing never really sparked interest to me. But like I understand the effect I have on people, but I don't feel the reason to be bodacious about it or anything like that. A number doesn't do anything for me. Like engagement is more worth it to me than like a number. No one's a public figure. My mom's a public figure. That means. But right now, there's like a handful of guys that like really do it well. Everyone that I communicate, people will see in the comments if I comment on their videos, and like we follow each other. Like there's that general like attraction there. Like people like me, Jacob Wallace, and Fernando Rangel, like Sanjeev, Avery from Gear to Wear Gear, like all these guys. Like I've met a handful of them, but like before this year, I didn't know any of them at all, like in person. But like we always had that communication there. Like if you guys don't see us like in a video together, we're still like talking and texting and everything like that, like because it's such a niche community. I feel like we all have to come together. At the same time, I don't feel there's a lot of people like doing it right, where like people are trying to get like the most views the fastest way, clickbait. It's not like a genuine video, and you're not trying to help your audience, you're trying to like feed off of your audience, and I'm not trying to do that. People will understand me more. I'm not flexing or anything like that. Like it's not fake. Everything's pretty organic and real. The only thing that's hidden is like stuff that like shouldn't be in the public. There's privacy, and then there's like things that should be on social media. What I choose to put on social media, and everyone gets to see from me is like the honest truth. At the same time with that, if an individual will see your transparency, then that means that it goes past that individual. It could be like a corporation seeing your like transparency as well. It works in both ends, and like me not being fake, like the fake could get me money quick, but then my transparency will prevail in the long run type of thing, you know? I want to eventually get into like direction of my own brand, but like it's like a hard pill to swallow at the same time too, because like I'm in school, so I'd rather fully put my time into it eventually and do it the right way, like have the right audience, make sure it's being consumed the right way. The price point, the manufacturing, everything be on point before I dive into it right away, because I don't want to just provide like white t-shirts. Although I'm wearing a white t-shirt, but like, I'd rather give a product that I know myself, I would go into a store and buy that, and like it has substance. I want it to have an actual impact, and like you could wear it in 5 years if you wanted to. The best thing that I have is like people that believe in me. Whenever I do like the collaborations with Ore or like MA Skins or whoever like I work with currently right now, they'll be willing to help me make the clothes. They'll be willing to help me with the designing. I do like the majority of the designing, but like they'll like pitch ideas here and there. There's a whole team. It's not just myself. If it was just myself, it would be really stressful. So I feel like eventually in time, like building up that team is more valuable.